Here is a talking head over on Fox Business Network, Emma Jo Morris, saying that Trump's nickname of Bird Brain for Nikki Haley is actually kind of good.
Sure. Nikki Haley, he calls her bird brain, and I kind of love that. And the only thing that facilitates bird brain not being able to put her arms around what's going on right now is the fact that she has these massive donors. You have the LinkedIn founder, you have Coke. And that's why, as you said in your opening, that she can't talk about open borders, because that's not the issues that her string pullers want to talk about. So she gets to live in this delusion that she has a chance. People are funding that delusion and enabling that delusion, and she gets to go on.
Oh, funding that delusion is right. After getting trounced in Iowa and New Hampshire, she tells Meet the Press yesterday, I'm not going anywhere. Tonight she's in New York City for a reception with a minimum contribution of between $3,300 to $16,000 per person. Wouldn't you like to meet the nudnik who's going to pay $16,000 to meet Nikki Haley tonight in New York City? The host committee includes Ken Langone. He's the Home Depot co-founder. Don't confuse him with Bernie Marcus. I promise you, Bernie Marcus isn't ponying up for Nikki Haley. Ken Langone had previously said he was waiting to see how she'd do in New Hampshire because he didn't want to throw money down a rat hole. And now he's proceeding to throw money down a rat hole. Next week, she'll be in San Francisco for a luncheon where people are going to pay, are you ready for this? $13,300 to take a picture with her. A picture with Nikki Haley. Hey, I'll let you take a picture with me for $5,000. I'll do it. I'll do it for a third of what she's charging. Can you believe this? I mean, this is utter delusional, and it's. When I think about all the money problems that so many Americans have and the financial problems that a lot of American companies are suffering through right now, I think about people spending millions and millions of dollars on Nikki Haley. Wow. What do you make of it? And I'm getting flooded with phone calls and emails and text messages from people who say, yeah, I was with Nikki Haley until this crap she pulled yesterday. Believing and supporting the jury decision against Donald Trump in this goofy E. Jean Carroll defamation case. I'm done with her. What about you? 800-655-MIKE. 800-655-6453. One open phone line. 18 minutes before the hour here in the Relief Factor studios for a Monday. Here's Don in Sacramento. Hi, Don.
Hello.
Hi.
Mike, I'm becoming a Kristen Welker fan. I mean, I don't like her at all, but she does go on hard on the Republicans, of course. But in her talk with Haley yesterday, she kept pressing her on when she would drop out. When would it be enough to drop out? And she talked her all the way through the Super Tuesday. And Nikki Haley said that she wasn't dropping out after Super Tuesday no matter what.
I mean,
what's that telling?
It's delusional. I mean, I guess she's saying I'm going to be the I can't even wrap my brain around it. Don, can you?
No, that's what I'm saying. I just have no idea what is she talking. It only is dubious.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. One open line. If someone can explain Nikki Haley staying in the race, please do so. I'll let you I'll pose for a picture with you for $5,000. Somebody in Phoenix just said, where do I send the $5,000? You send it to my bank account. I'll send you the wiring instructions. That's all I need. $5,000. I'll happily pose for a picture with you. I mean, 1/3 what Nikki Haley's charging people. And incidentally, me expecting somebody to give me $5,000 to pick out to pose for a picture with me is about as reasonable as Nikki Haley charging $16,000 to pose for pictures. I mean, listen, narcissistic much? I'm surrounded by a lot of narcissists, but this is wild. I mean, there's a lot of people in our business. They're all full of themselves, and we, like to strut around and think how important we are. Can you imagine what a narcissist you have to be to think you've got any chance of knocking over Donald Trump and bumping him off the ticket? You got to be kidding me. Here was Senator Tim Scott yesterday, also from South Carolina. He's the guy who's a senator because of Nikki Haley, because when she was governor, she appointed him to a vacancy in the U.S. Senate. And he's endorsed and is campaigning for Donald Trump. Here he was yesterday on ABC's Good Morning America.
Myself and all the voters that support Donald Trump supports a return to normalcy as it relates to what affects their kitchen table. The average person in our country, Martha, they're not talking about lawsuits. As a matter of fact, what I have seen, however, is that the perception that the legal system is being weaponized against Donald Trump is actually increasing his. One thing we know for sure, as this race turns to South Carolina, that the enthusiasm in South Carolina for the former president has never been higher. I've seen polls that suggest he's up by 20 points. I'd make a prediction that he wins by more than 20% in South Carolina.
So that's Tim Scott, who knows the state as well as anybody. Our Joey Hudson knows South Carolina quite well as well, and he says, no way. She doesn't win South Carolina. She's going to get trounced. Now, we'll see. I mean, it's coming, a few weeks away. I guess we'll know. But after New Hampshire and Iowa, she's finished.